everyone, I'm back. It has been a while. It's been about a month since I last sat down and talked to all of you. So welcome to episode number 3 of Knitted Creations Knitting Podcast. I sat down to record a podcast. It was a month ago and it was the same week as my wedding. I am now a Mrs. We got married about a month ago on the 8th of June. It was a perfect day. Everything was perfect and I felt very beautiful, and I had one of my hand knits accessories on me. I had my winter clutch or my wedding clutch in this color, and it was perfect. It fitted perfectly to my bouquet, to my dress, to my whole look. I was very proud and very happy of this like hand knitted touch that I could put to have on our wedding. Yes, I'm very happy with that. I felt very proud and the day was just perfect. I can insert some photos. And I just want to say like a shout out to our photographer, because she know how important this hand knit was for me. So she took like a few extra photos just on focusing only on my purse, and I'm very happy with that, and I will post it here so that you could see. I think everything was just chef's kiss, you know, it was perfect. It just all, yeah, I'm very happy, and I'm, I guess, very proud of how it all turned out. Yeah, so I guess that's the big update. We got married and that was about a month ago, and after the wedding it was quite hectic at work. I had a conference and I just started to de-stress from the whole wedding thing, and I think that my immune system just, you know, stopped like that, and I got very sick. I was very sick for like 2.5 weeks after the wedding. I was at home and just not good. I did not feel good at all. I didn't take a test. I don't know what I had, but I was not healthy, or I was not feeling good. I was sick. So it was a few slow weeks after the wedding. I didn't have any energy to do anything. I didn't have energy to knit even. And yeah, it was, yeah, awful. But I mean, still, like, thinking back, it's not really something that I think about. I still think about the wedding, and I'm very happy with it. And I guess it happens, you know, when you had a very stressful planning, and you have a very stressful period up until that point, and then after it happens, like everything that you have been planning and stressing about, and then after it happens, I guess your body just shuts down. And that's what happened to me. So I was sick for like 2.5 weeks or a bit more perhaps. And then we actually went on a trip. So my parents-in-law both turned 60 this year. So we had a trip to Barcelona, and yeah, it was very nice. It was very lovely, and was relaxing and exciting, and the weather was nice. It rained a few days, but it was fine. I mean, it just rained in the morning and then it cleared up in the afternoon and evening. But I got sick from that trip as well. So it feels like I have been sick for a month almost, ever since I last recorded the YouTube video, or ever since the wedding. Anyway, I am starting to feel better. The only thing is that I have a stuffy nose at the moment, but I mean, I feel good. I feel good. I don't feel sick at all, actually. Very happy to feel better soon. Yeah. So I guess that's like the big update on everything that has happened in my life. Getting married and being sick. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to all of my knits. I will start with what I'm wearing. I am wearing my blouse number 1. It's a pattern by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and in my last episode number 2, this was a work in progress. I knitted this one using 2 strands of thin line in the color 1015, and I'm just in love with this pattern. I love the yarn, I love the drape, I love the fit, I love the look, I love the details of this pattern. One special thing that I really like is the shoulder part, where you have like this line here, which then splits to create the arm. I think it's a very neat look. I love the bell shape of the arms. I love the like unfinished look, I guess you could say, because you don't do any ribbing as you do for like a majority of the sweaters when you're knitting, especially when you're knitting with wool. You have like a rib part, but this pattern doesn't have it, and you just finish it like this, and it creates like a very neat, and it almost look unfinished, but it's not. And yeah, I'm very happy with this one. As I said, it's a pattern by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and you start at the top, working around, split for arms, work the body, work the arms, and that's it. It took me almost a little bit more than a month to knit this one, because I knitted it at the same time as I knitted a gift that I will talk about soon. Yeah, so it took me, it went by quite fast. You knit it on 5mm needles. I love that. Perfect. So yeah, I'm very happy with that, and I guess like that's one of the finished objects that I've had time to finish since we last talked. Anyway, love it very much. So that's the blouse number 1 from My Favorite Things Knitwear. And let's move on to finished objects. So the other thing that I finished was a gift that I knitted for, I call her my niece, but it's my brother-in-law's daughter. So we're not blood related, but I still call her my niece. She actually turned 5 while we were in Barcelona. So I wanted to knit her something, because she has always been very interesting in what I'm creating. She's like almost throughout her whole life known that I've been into like crocheting and knitting. So like every time we meet and she sees me working on something, she's always asking, oh, are you making something for me? Are you knitting something for me? And every time I've seen her, I've been working on something else, like either something for me or for my husband, or for anyone, you know. But I've never been working on something for her while she's been looking. So I made a Sille slipover mini to her as a birthday gift, and I knitted it in, let's see if I wrote down, and Drops Daisy in the color 07. So it's like a very, very nice light purple, I would say. A very nice color. I love the color I chose. Very happy with the decision for that color. The whole pattern was actually, I don't have it here obviously, so I cannot show you, but I have a few pictures that I could insert while I was working on it, and when I finished it, what it looked like. The whole pattern, it's charted actually, and which was very like exciting and intriguing for me, because I don't know, it's just like very, you get very into it when you have like a chart that you have to follow, because you just want to do the next row and next row, next row, next row, and then you just continue, and then all of a sudden you're done. But the pattern by Petite Knit, the Sille Slipover, it actually starts at the back. So you start at the back, working the chart for the back, and then you do a shoulder each, both charted as well. Then you join in the front, also charted. All of this is just charted, so you just follow the charts for this pattern. And it's a very like, I mean, yeah, it is charted, but it's nothing very difficult. It's just knits and purls basically that you're following in a specific pattern, which creates this very nice finished look of it. It has these like it looks like triangles almost throughout the whole pattern. It's very nice, it's neat, I like it. So when you have joined in the front, you continue down, and then you join in the round, and then you just like continue in the established pattern until the length you're at. After that, you add the rib for the body, and then a rib for the neck, and for the armholes as well. And that's it, then you're done. So I really enjoyed that the pattern, and I really enjoyed the finished look of it, and it looks very good on her as well. So she was very happy when she got it as a birthday gift, and she wore it on her birthday, and I was very glad to see her in it. And you know, it's just something with giving a gift that you have made yourself. It's something special about that, so it was very nice to give it to her. And while we were in Barcelona, I was still working on my blouse, and I tried to finish it for her birthday because I wanted us both to wear it while we were there, so she could use her Silla sleepover and I could use my sweater, and we did, and I have a photo of that, and I think it's I'm just very glad that we could do that. It's a special thing. Yeah, so I finished it while we were there, and I did like a fast wash of it, and I tried to block it, but I couldn't do it properly because I have all of my things here at home. So when we got home, I re-washed this and re-blocked it, and yeah, it's always nice to do that stuff when you're at home, because you have all of your stuff here, and yeah, if something doesn't turn out great, you could fix it while you're at home. So I redid that when we got home, and yeah, I think that's like the finished objects that I have at the moment, because I worked on them simultaneously, and it took me like a month to finish both of them together. Yeah, but I'm very happy with both of them. I've been wearing this one like every day since I finished it, and yeah, super happy about that. Which I mean, I guess that's when we're going to move into not the finished objects, the work in progresses. So we're working, what I'm working on now, I have a few things that I'm working on. I can start with this one that I have in my project bag that I talked about last time. So this is actually a bag. It's the Breeze bag by Petite Knit. It's the first time I'm knitting lace actually, and I really enjoy it. It's very nice. It's very light. It gives a very nice feel to it. You start at the bottom, create the circle, and then you start the lace pattern basically, and then you continue in the lace pattern until it reaches a certain amount of centimeters or inches. And I think that because I'm not at that step yet, but I think that when you have knitted it a certain amount of length, you start to like form it into a bag shape for the handles. So I don't know how much I still have left to do, perhaps like, I don't know, 10 centimeters or something. And I knit this one also in a drops yarn, and it's the drops soft tweed in the color 2. It's a very subtle tweed color, It has like a few speckles here and there. You cannot really see it that much. I really enjoy this yarn. It's very nice, and the reason why I saw this yarn is because I, you know, as always, when I choose to knit a pattern, I always look at what other people's have used for yarn. So I looked at Ravelry and Instagram and used the hashtags for the pattern, and I came up, well, actually a girl that I've been following for a few months or perhaps years, I don't know. She's I love her Instagram. I will put it in here so you can see her name. I don't remember her full name, but she made this breeze bag in this yarn, and I was completely hooked. I wanted to do the same. So I can really recommend you looking at her profile on Instagram. She has a very nice, takes like very nice photos out in the woods, out in the wild. I just like her way of taking photos, and she's also putting stuff up on Ravelry, so you can read more detail there as well. So that's where I took inspiration from and used the same yarn. And I think that, like, for the handles, I think that Petite Knit actually, you could choose to put in like extra fabric in the handles, so it's sturdier and will last longer. And I think Petite Knit actually sells that on her website, although I haven't decided if I'm going to or not yet. We'll see what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so that's one of the current progresses or work in progresses that I have at the moment. The breeze bag, it's a very easy project to just take along and knit wherever you are. I also brought this one to Barcelona. I had it on the plane while we were going places. So very fast to just take it out of your bag and start knitting and work along. So yeah, I look forward to finish this one, because one thing that I also, look forward to is that I realized that I have like a lot of hand knit sweaters and garments that I could wear, but I don't have a lot of hand knit accessories. So I don't have a lot of like bags. I even want to make like cushion covers. I've been eyeing the Stella quilt cushion by Laura Penrose. I would love to make that one. I've been watching the cushion covers that Petite Knit also have. I think they look amazing as well. I would love to make more accessories, because I've only, like, so far up until like the winter clutch, been making almost only like sweaters. So I feel like I want to make more accessories, because I feel like you can always wear a bag. You always need a bag, but you don't always need a hand knit sweater. And yeah, and same with like a cushion cover. You always need that at home, and it's always gonna be there. You can always show it off, you know. So I would love to make more accessories, and therefore I'm very excited for this bag, and I hope I can finish it during my vacation. And then what else do I have for work in progresses? I have another work in progress. I cannot really share that much with you right now. I'm working on it as much as I can, because I want to finish it as fast as possible. But it's also a birthday gift, and I cannot really share what it is. I'm looking at it here, and no, I think I'm deciding not to show it here, because I have a feeling that the persons involved in this present might be watching or listening to my podcast, so I don't really want to share it here. I want it to be a surprise. So I will keep it, and I will talk about this in the next episode, I think. But all I can say is that I am doing another pattern for children, and it's also using the Drops Daisy yarn, which I'm actually very impressed about. It's a very nice yarn, and yeah, I feel like I mean both the Sailorless Slipover and the bag I'm knitting, it's my first time using Drops yarn, and I've been very impressed by both of them, and I think I will start using them more than I've been doing before. They have like good price on them, a good quality, and I think I will use them more than I've been doing before. Yeah, so far impressed by the drops yarn, and yeah, cannot really share more about the present that I'm making. And as I said, you know, in the beginning of this video, that my parents-in-law both turned 60 this year. So like this year I have decided to knit a few gift knits, and I think that my gifting season is now during like spring, summer and early autumn compared to winter during the Christmas period. So I'm doing all of it now, and I won't be doing it during Christmas. So it's a lot of birthday gifts, because there's a lot of like even birthdays this year. So it's the 60-year birthday for my parents-in-law, and then it's the niece that turned 5, and then I have another baby in the family that's turning 1, which I'm knitting the other gift for. So yeah, I've been doing a few knits now, that's gift knitting, and I haven't been able to do as much for myself, but you know, I get very happy knitting things for other people. I knitted my mother-in-law, she turned, her birthday was in April this year, so I knitted the Sophie scarf in cashmere, and I got hooked on knitting with cashmere. It was quite dangerous actually. Cashmere is more expensive than other yarn, but it's so soft. Oof, it's so soft. I really want to make one for myself as well using cashmere. I haven't decided what pattern yet. I want to knit a nice scarf, but I don't know what pattern I want to knit it with yet. I haven't decided. But I think that's a later issue. I will come up with what I want to make later. We're still in summer. Let's talk about winter knitting when winter is actually upon us. Anyway, so gift season is during summer for me instead of winter. Another, like maybe not really work in progress, but another thing that I'm doing now is I'm actually changing one of my sweaters. And I talked about this sweater in my first episode, where I was talking about all of my like favorite knits that I've made so far, and it's funny that I mentioned it as my favorite knit because I'm changing it. Anyway, it's the sweater light, zipper sweater light that I knitted for myself, patterned by Petite Knit. It has the zipper, and it's knitted in pigment. It's the light version, so it's just one strand of yarn. And at first when I knitted this one, I changed the pattern a bit. I did the split hem, and I did it a bit longer than it stated in the pattern, but I come to realize I don't really like the look of it. I don't know if it's because it's too long before I do the split hem. I'm just thinking, like, if I did the split hem, I should have done it before. I mean, started it before, so it was a bit shorter. And it just, I don't know, it doesn't look as nice as I wanted it to with the split hem. So I decided to frog the hem completely. And I frogged a bit more than that, so I shortened it a bit. And then I just did this normal rib here at the bottom. I'm in the process of Italian bind off, so I'm doing the bind off right now. And you know, at first I'm not really convinced yet with how long the rib is, because it's quite short, but I don't have that much yarn left, and yeah, so it's quite short, and I don't know what it will look like. However, I cannot really know that until I have washed it and blocked it. I like everything else, but I don't know if it's too short or not with the rib. We'll see. However, I'm also, you know, in that generation that likes to tuck sweaters into the pants. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it to be a good length for me to tuck it into my pant. I'm very excited to see the difference of the sweater, like the overall look with how it will look after I've done a normal rib for this one. Yeah, so that's also something that I'm working on now. And I guess we're moving on to acquisitions and future plans. So in my last episode, I was talking about, because since I knitted this one, which went by quite fast, I thought that I would have time to knit another summer garment. And in my last episode, I was talking about knitting the T number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. And I did a lot of research, tried to look at what yarn I wanted to use. I looked at, because Amy from Knee Knits, she just finished it as well, and she used the suggested yarn, which is the Gepard Cashmere Lace and the Gepard Wild and Soft. So, and I also wanted to use that yarn, and I tried to look at it, let's see what the prices are. It's a bit more expensive than other yarns because the Cashmere Lace. I talked to my friend because she's also planning on knitting it. I think she already started, and she said she's using another yarn, and I was like in the middle of like, what should I do? Should I not? But then I decided not to buy the yarn for T number 1, and I think I'll wait with the T number 1 because I have a few gifts that I'm knitting now this month and next month. And I just thought that, because it's a small gauge and small needles, I think it's 3mm needles, and I know that it will take me a long time to knit it while I'm knitting other gift knits. So I thought perhaps it's just best that I've knit another summer piece with bigger needles for myself. And it was perfect because here comes Petite Knit with her new pattern, the Sevilla blouse. So when I saw that she was going to release this pattern, I immediately knew, that's my other summer pattern that I will make for myself. And I was very excited when I saw that, and I tried to refresh her website almost daily before she released the pattern, because I wanted to see if she put up more information of what yarn and how much yarn I needed to knit this sweater. Or blouse, I should say. It's quite similar to the blouse I'm wearing, but it's a bit different, and I think the differences are like, I think it's drop shoulder, perhaps, if I'm not lying. I haven't read the pattern fully yet. It was just released this Sunday, but it's a bit different, and I really like the look of it as well. I think they are quite similar, but a bit different. And yeah, so when she wrote how much yarn I needed, I went and ordered it directly, and I just got the delivery home. I am using one of the suggested yarns, which is the Sannes yarn. And this is the yarn I'm going to knit the Sevilla blouse by Petite Knit with. Look at the color, it's perfect, it's so nice. I mean, I've been very eager to knit something more with more color, because I knitted this one. It's quite white off-ish, beige-ish, neutral color. I'm knitting this breeze bag, which is in a beige yarn. I'm knitting, you know, very neutral colors for me at the moment, and I just wanted to knit something that's more color. And when I saw this color, I just fell in love. So this one is actually part of my color palette, and I think it's a very nice color, and I think I am very excited to knit this. So Sevilla blouse in the suggested yarn in Sannes Garn Line, Sannes Garn Tynn Line, and as you perhaps can hear, this is the thin version of this yarn. 2 strands together, and I will start this one next week. And yeah, I super excited about that one, and I am planning to take this one. planning to knit the gift I'm doing now. I want to finish it before I go on vacation. I have vacation next week, so I'm working this week. I'm actually home alone this week, and because my husband and his family or his parents, they are already in at our summer house, which is on Åland. It is an island between Sweden and Finland, so it's a very special place. I really like to go there, and I hope that I will be able to finish the gift, so I could only bring this one and knit this one while I'm there. As I said, so I've been home alone this week, so it's been like a knitting fabric at home. I've been doing a lot of knitting and be working, of course. I've been working at home, but since I'm at home, I've had a lot of time to knit as well. So I've been working on the gift. I've been taking out old garments like the zipper sweater, changing them, taking the opportunity to do all of washing. So I've been washing like, I think as far like 4 garments and blocking. So once one has dried off, I do the next, and when that has dried off, I do the next. So it's been like a lot of, I think I've had like 3 projects on the sofa, sweaters being all around. It's been a lot of stuff at home, a lot of yarn and knitted stuff at home. Yeah, so that's one of my plans that I will be doing. And I hope I finish this soon, along with my other gift knits that I'm doing. I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's also 5 millimeters. And if I don't finish it like now, I think it's okay. If I finish it in late August, I think it's okay. I don't think I will, but you know, it's gonna be a long sleeve sweater, so it's not really something that has to be worn during summer. But I'm very excited for it, and I look forward to see the sweater in this color. What else? Oh, another thing that I'm planning, and I just got a text message that the yarn has arrived, so I'm going to pick it up. I have ordered yarn for an autumn sweater, or it is an autumn sweater. It's going to be for this sweater number 14 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I've knitted that pattern before, but I knitted it as a gift for my mom. So I don't have it for myself, and I'm very eager and excited to knit it for myself as well. It's like the perfect sweater. Stop, full stop. It's a perfect, it's a bit oversized. I love the details of the 2x2 ribbing at the neck, at the arms, split hem, 2x2 ribbing at the body as well. It has this very nice, almost like oversized look to it. I think it's beautiful for dresses. I think it's beautiful for pants, jeans, everything. It's just like the perfect all-around sweater, and I think I've been missing it in my wardrobe because I want like a perfect basic sweater, and I think that this is gonna be it. So I've actually ordered the yarn in a beige color, and I don't remember exactly the name. It's I've ordered the, I don't remember the name of the color, but I could talk about it in my next episode where I have the yarn in my hands. But it's in, I chose to knit it with Sanne's Garn Peer Gynt and Drops Kid Silk. So 2 strands of Kid Silk and 1 strand of Peer Gynt together. And it's going to be in a beige color. And I know I just said that I wanted more color, but I think after this one, I think I want just to have like a beige oversized sweater that's going to be, yeah, just like a perfect all-around sweater. So that's why I think a beige color would fit very good, because I just want to be able to use it for everything. And then there's something else that I want to talk about, and it's not knitting related, but it is creating related. And it's a gift that me and my husband, we received on our wedding. And it's a gift by one of my little sisters. She made a very creative gift for us. And I just wanted to share it here because I'm so happy with it, about it, and almost like proud, even though I didn't do anything. I mean, it's a gift, so, but it's this one. These flowers, my little sister, she picked herself, dried and pressed them and put them in this like plexiglass that we could put up on the wall or against the window. And it's the summer flowers of 2024. I mean, it's just so beautiful, and having it against the window, it creates such a dramatic effect. Like the shadows from these flowers on the window shield is just, it's so beautiful. And right now I have it against the wall. It's, yeah, I'm just so happy with it. I'm thinking perhaps if I should put it up on the wall or if I should have it. I haven't really decided where I want it. I just want it wherever I can see it because it's so beautiful. Very happy with this. I'm very glad. It's such an amazing gift, and yeah, I just love it when it's like creative like this. And I think that also like having personal like things on your wedding, for example, like we had like a personal touch in a sense that I had knitted my clutch that I wore. My father is a furniture carpenter. He made a few things for our wedding as well. He made like the bow that we stood under. It was beautiful. He made the welcome sign, and he made, you can see it there, it's behind me. It's the timeline of our wedding. It's behind the plant over there. He made a timeline for our wedding. It's all like beautiful wooden creations that he made for us, and yeah, it just made a very nice personal touch to have these handmade stuff, and I think that's something I'm very glad that we had on our wedding. Anyway, I am very glad that I had the time to sit down and talk to all of you, and if you made it this far, I am so appreciative that you've been here and that you have listened to me. And thank you very much, and I hope you had a good time while you've been sitting and listening to me. And if you did, please subscribe. It will help me a lot if you did, and I would love to hear from you. So if you have any questions or comments or anything, please reach out, comment on this video. You can even contact me on my Instagram. I will put my information in the description box below. Yeah, I've had a great time to do a small update here, and I'm very glad that you've been here, and I hope that you've had some time to relax, perhaps work on your knits or crochet or whatever it is you're making. And yeah, I'm super appreciative, and thank you very much for being here. I will see you next time after my vacation, perhaps in another month. We'll see. Bye, have a good summer everyone.